Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I started off late. My connection is horrible. I don't know why my connection's so horrible, but it is. But like I said, your girl's gonna always do her little thing and everything else. I'm gonna be interviewing Diamond Girl today. Now I met Diamond Girl like at Scully's event. I did want to play a song real quickly, but I can't. Oh, she's on here! Yay! Hello, beautiful. I'm gonna get you on here. I wanted to play one of your songs, but it's all good. We got you. Got you, boo. We got you. I love this girl's vibe. I think she's so beautiful. Hi,
Hey,
beautiful.
hey,
It's nice to see you again. It's
nice to see
very, very
you.
nice. Um, I'm not trying to get starstruck or nothing, but I just think that your presence alone is so beautiful.
Thanks.
So let's get started. I wanted to actually play one of your songs. I know you have the single called Play Games, but it wouldn't work for me for some reason. I have
Mm,
no idea why, but it is all good though. So how are
yeah,
you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous before getting on here, but I mean, I'm
Oh,
here, so
there's nothing to get nervous about. There's
okay.
nothing to get nervous about. It's just like, 45
Yeah,
minutes of your time. I ain't gonna pressure you to say nothing you don't want to say.
great.
But I know meeting you at the Grind and Shine Festival, it was nice to see you and
Yeah,
everything else. And you remind me like a young Aaliyah for some reason.
yeah,
I
I
have
get
no
that a
idea.
lot. I've been getting
Yeah.
that a lot.
So is that like your inspiration?
Yeah.
Like, really? Start with that though. Like, what's your inspiration that started music?
Well, it kind of runs in the family, and yeah, just
Mm.
and watching other artists like Lauren Hill is one of my influences, and watching her kind of inspired me to just you know put myself out there.
So you said you grew up with family that has, music talent.
Yes.
So your mom, dad, everybody
It's
sings.
on my more so my dad's side.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, on your dad's side, most
yeah,
definitely. So it was like in your blood almost.
yeah. And plus,
So
my
what are
dad's
you?
side is from Cleveland, so that
Mm. Oh, I see that. I see
yeah.
that. So what was your When did you start singing? What age did you start singing? Just
I
like
was
producing
3 when I
music.
started singing.
3.
Yes.
That's like an awesome age to start singing. I mean, that's when you start talking and then you start singing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, is the Grind and
Thanks.
Shine Festival, was that your first performance?
No, I mean that was my first performance after the pandemic, but no, it's not my first time performing.
Hmm. So, how was it stepping on the stage for the first time, like, during the pandemic? How was that
It
performing?
felt great, actually. I was ready.
I mean, I didn't get to see your performance as much as I would like to. I would wanted to, but
That's
you
cool.
seem so ready. You seem so dope and everything else. So, what other performances did you do before the Grind and Shine Festival?
Um, I did this one show in Cleveland because I was a part of this ensemble, and we did a gig there. It's this place called the Bop Stop. It's like a jazz club, basically.
Hmm. You said it's called what again? I couldn't hear
It's
that.
called it's called the Bop Stop.
The
That
Bop
was the last
Stop.
thing I did before, the pandemic. It was in 2019 though.
Oh, 2019. So,
Yeah.
what did the pandemic do to your? I mean, did it help your career? Did it hurt? Because I know a lot of people say it didn't hurt their
No,
career
it
one
didn't
bit.
hurt at all. Because during the
Okay.
pandemic, I actually, got into rapping a little bit. Even though I'm more of a singer, I mean, I thought I learned something new.
Oh, you got to rapping. So, do we like to hear more of that rapping in like more of your previous songs?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know I looked you on Spotify, and I know you have this song called "Play Games," and I thought it was a really good song, and I was listening to it this morning
Yeah.
and everything else. Though, so is that your latest single?
Yes. And then I have an EP coming out this month. So,
Wow, how excited are you for that?
yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to it.
So I know like playing games, like your voice, oh, it was amazing to hear it on the song.
Yeah.
So when you made that song, I mean, of course, when you talk about playing games,
Yeah.
what inspired you to like, write that song?
Because people in games like exes, people from my
Mhm.
past, things like that. And so, Like I'm just used to toxic people, playing games and, give you off mixed signals, and so that I turned into a song, wrote it out.
Most
Yeah.
definitely, you have, and don't take this offensive, but you look very young for your age and everything else. You look very, very young.
No, I get that a lot too. I don't.
I mean, I'm almost 30 and I get, 21 as an age, but no, you just look very young. So when I heard your voice, like you have a very mature voice, like to me, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So when I heard this song, I thought it was amazing. But your EP is coming out this month.
Yeah, the
So how many?
11th.
The 11th. So talk about that. Like how many songs will be on there? What's the versatile?
Okay, so there's gonna be 6 tracks on there, and it's gonna be called Flower Child, basically.
Mm. Flower Child.
And yeah, what inspired me to come up with that title was my first photo shoot that involved flowers, and
Mm.
I used one of those photos as my cover and called it that.
Most definitely. It's actually a profile picture where you have like the flower on your.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not that photo; it's another one.
Mm. That's amazing though. So Flower Girl will have 6 songs. Can we get a sneak peek of what the songs are, or you just can't tease that much?
It's easy much.
Hey, I understand that. I definitely understand that. Are you excited that it's coming out this soon? Have you been promoting
Yes.
it, or is it just going to be like,
Yeah, I
like a
promoted it once.
surprise drop?
I might surprise it. I did promote it once, like the day after the show for a couple of days.
Mm,
But yeah.
most definitely. So this is your first EP that's coming out.
Yes.
Like, what do you feel like the responses are going to be when it comes to your first, track?
I think I'm gonna get lots of positive feedback on it, like I did
Mm,
with my latest single and all that.
most definitely. So my question is, why now? Because I know you have another single, "Sleep on Me." Were you ever nervous about putting out music ever in your career?
Um, I wouldn't say that. Maybe on all platforms, because like, I was like, what am I hope I know what I'm doing. I'm doing this right. So I just want to make sure I was doing it right, basically. But then when it first came, I was like, oh, it's nothing.
I understand that most definitely. You want to make sure that you have. I wouldn't. How do I ask this? Do you have like a management team? Because like being an
No.
independent artist. Oh, okay, I understand that. Because being an independent artist, you have a lot to kind of accomplish and a
Yeah.
lot to do by yourself. So how hard is that to be like an independent artist?
I mean, it can be difficult, but it's worth
Mm,
it.
most definitely. Did your dad help you out a lot when it comes to this music?
Actually, no, you didn't.
He doesn't. Is he just like say, "Hey, just go with the stars"?
I'm sure, yeah. I don't really fuck with my dad all like that, so that's
That is understandable and everything else. Do you have any type of support when it comes to your music?
yeah, my mom, other family members, friends, people like that.
Mm, most definitely. Do you actually want to actually have a management team one day for your career? Like, say that this AP takes you, or EP, sorry, I said that. This EP takes you like very high. Like, would you like a management team to kind of guide you through like the right path?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Mm, most definitely. Um, Now, do you have any future performances that you actually are doing? Like after the grind is shining, you did your thing
Yes,
and everything.
later this month on the 24th on Thursday. It's called the
Hmm.
Fuck Corona show at my friend's crib.
The fuck Corona show. Hey, I can't judge. I can't judge. That's how I feel. Like fuck Corona.
It's not this
Um,
Thursday. It's late. It's like later this Thursday. Someone said this Thursday. Like, no, it's not this Thursday. It's later this month, the 24th.
do you, do you have to travel?
No.
Oh, so it's here in
Yeah,
Columbus.
it's here. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I thought you was gonna have to travel with
No,
this
no,
fuck
no.
Corona because I would love to come, be like, yes, see people perform.
Yeah.
Fuck Corona, everything else. That would be amazing to actually see those. So, when you were asked to do this, like, how funny was it when you heard the title of the concert? Were you like, what the fuck is this? Like, fuck
No,
Corona.
I was like, oh, what? Like, oh,
You were just like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Okay.
So since 3, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 22, about to be 23 in August.
So you've been doing this for 20 years for the whole singing thing.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So why do you get the whole, because you said that you get the whole Aaliyah vibe. It's just when you looked at Aaliyah, she had the whole scarf, like the tomboyish look.
Yeah.
So that was what came across to me. I was like, oh, she's a young, pretty Aaliyah. Like that looks, that's beautiful to me because, Aaliyah blossomed into this wonderful woman, even though
Hmm.
she still looked boyish in a way.
Yeah.
But, like, what made you get that type of like style? Like that's an amazing style.
Just inspiration.
Most inspiration. Do you ever think about getting your own clothing line and just having your own, label on it, like Flower Girl, Diamond Girl on it?
Yeah, actually, maybe call it the Diamond Girl collection or something like that. And also,
Hey,
and I'm also a visual artist, and so I have my own signature that I put on my artwork. Maybe turn the signature into like a logo or a brand one day.
most definitely. I think you should do that though. Like, I think that profits money, everything else, marketing, that'd be beautiful. I would definitely buy it personally.
Yeah.
But you said you're a more visual artist. So
Yeah.
to me, like, what does that mean? Do you see things as, I want to paint a picture in my music videos? Because nowadays music is not visual anymore to me.
That's true.
So
Well,
how do
I
you?
also paint, like,
Hmm. Oh, that's beautiful because I love painting.
yeah.
So how do you paint like the visual in your song
In my song, I mean,
or your song? Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Like,
how do I
especially if
paint
you
it?
have, yeah, like
Oh,
the message. Like if you're having a clear message, how do you actually deliver that?
I just write it out and record it.
Mm-hmm. Because I would like more music that has visuals. To me, I
Okay.
need that. I mean, more days is very simple. It is what it is, but I like more storytelling when it comes to music personally for me.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like music has changed nowadays?
Yes.
Since you,
A lot.
how much, in your opinion?
A lot. I feel like, I don't know. I want to say back then, like back in the day, music was actually good, but nowadays it's not the same. It's not what it used to be.
Do you feel like with your music you could change, like,
Yeah, I
the
can.
hip hop industry or the singing industry?
Yeah.
And bring back that real hit, like that real R&B soul and everything else.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's what's missing. I think
True.
that's what's missing when it comes to music. Do you have anything else that you're doing besides music?
So yeah, at the beginning of July, I'm also gonna be doing a music video.
Is that gonna be off a song off your EP?
No, it's gonna be a separate single.
A separate single? So how many albums do you plan on having in your time? Like not time. I'm not trying to say you're old or nothing, but how many albums are you trying to have in your career, as far as I'm concerned?
I haven't thought of that yet, but
Mm.
mhm.
It's more like you're enjoying this moment, correct?
Right. Yeah, I'm just kind of going with the flow, so I don't really know.
Did you think that you were gonna be this successful when it came to like music? Like people were gonna know who you were, rock with your music, just everything else?
Yeah, eventually I did.
Do you have like? Are you nervous about dropping your EP now?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
no. So it's just like, listen, you don't hear my voice.
Right.
So where would this music video you're filming gonna be shot at?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Hmm.
Like
You're
I know
trying to
it's a
still figure it out.
yeah.
Well, I mean, once it comes out, I bet I'm for sure it's gonna be good though.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Do you actually have some features that you're gonna do in the future? Because I know the Grind and Shine, you met a couple people. You
Hmm.
know everything else. Do you plan on featuring anybody on the song?
On which one?
Just any artist in Columbus, like it doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Okay, there's one feature on my EP,
Hmm.
and then there's a feature for the music video that I'm doing in July. So,
I mean, like any future. Like I know, like
and
you met.
future,
Yeah,
yeah.
what's in the words? Do you have any people like you would like say on this interview that you would collab with?
I would say Lachelle Banks for sure.
She's dope. I
Yes.
love, I love her spirit. I love everything
So
about
do
her.
I. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's amazing. So just like meeting her, I mean, was it the first time you met her, or is it just,
Yes.
yeah? So you would definitely work on a song with her in the
Yes.
future. Is there anybody else you would work on a song with?
I mean, I
Like,
would, but I haven't thought of that yet.
no, I understand. Like, take your time. I mean, like, this moment is yours and everything else. No, I know I have a lot of friends that start or wants to do music. Now I know you said you're doing the rapping. I don't know if I haven't heard your. Like, you did say you were doing rapping a little bit, just learning
Just a
rapping.
little bit. Just, yeah, a little bit.
Is
More of
it
a
like
singer.
is it like poetry kind of rap, like where you just the face you just made me
I
pause
don't
for
know.
a second.
I mean, after I got the stage, someone told me that I sounded like Left Eye when I rapped. So, and I was like, oh, I'll take it. I didn't really see that, but I mean, took it.
You sound like Left Eye.
Yeah, someone told me that. I was
Mm.
even told I look like her.
I mean, I don't see the look like, but I
No,
mean,
I
the
don't see.
sound like. I would love to see the sound like, but like I said, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. Usually, I put people on the spot, but I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not going to. So I know I have a lot of friends that want to start doing music themselves, but what's the first thing you learned about music and everything else that you take for not for granted, but you take for you no matter where you go?
Just be myself.
Mm.
Keep going, and it takes practice to get to a certain point in your music career, and so you just gotta keep grinding. Grinding it out.
As young as you are you ever scared that somebody's going to try to, I would say, not take advantage of your career, but trying to like take advantage of you and your brand and everything that you accomplish?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, it does happen, but do you know what to look for when it comes to that moment?
Yeah, just watch my surroundings and
Mm-hmm.
keep my circle small.
You have to in this industry. You really have to. You have to keep your circle small, but you also have to know. I mean, being part of radio, I have to realize there's a lot of people that are ready to fuck me over if necessary. So,
Right.
do you believe the term that we all have to eat, we all have to be successful, we all
Yes.
have to do that? So, I have heard people in music say that it's only one room for one person at the table. How do you feel when somebody? I don't know if you've ever heard that in
I've
music.
never heard that in my life.
I've heard that before by some artists is that, hey, I don't want this certain person to be as more popular than me, but I don't feel like that's correct.
No,
So
like I don't see it as a competition. We're all in this together.
how do you feel that people treat it like a competition? Because technically people kind of do treat it like a competition.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm used to it. I just stay
Hmm.
in my own lane. Just
Hmm. So, since you stay in your own lane and you do that, you're very mature for a young, almost 23-year-old and everything else. What did that take to get so mature like that?
it took me going through certain situations to see like, oh, okay, this is who you really are, and it's like at first I wasn't sure why certain things happened to me, but then later on it made sense. It's like, oh, okay, thanks for that. I needed that. So now, because like if it weren't for that, I wouldn't be where I am now. So
Wow. Would you express like certain things that you've been through in life, or just that's just kind of like off topic in a way?
maybe a little off topic right now.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, we all have to go through certain things in life, but you said that taught you a lot about yourself, though.
So what I will say is it has to do with someone who was supposed to be my family but turned out to be shady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks to deal with. Are you? How do I say this? Is I know there's certain situations that people look at me and I'm thinking, I'm happy I went through it. I'm happy that I did it. I mean, for some
Right.
people, it's like, I wouldn't be happy to go through a situation like that. But I would say certain things in my life, I'm kind of happy I went through because without that, it wouldn't have molded me to the person that I am.
Same. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So I was going to say that, do you feel that same way? Like, hey,
Yeah.
this wouldn't have happened. I probably wouldn't be to the growth that I
Right,
am now.
exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope that didn't come across as weird. That some people think that's very, 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 very weird. Do you have after this EP drops and you release more music? When's the next EP that you're gonna drop? Is it gonna be next year? Maybe the year after that?
That's to be determined right now. I have no clue.
Hey, I get that though. That's to be determined. Let's focus on this one and then let's write that one. Do you write your own music?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so no ghostwriting.
No.
Do you believe in ghostwriting? I
Here's a
know that people
question.
don't. I
Here's a
know that people.
question though.
Go
Is it
ahead.
true that Cardi B is a ghostwriter or something?
That's to be determined. I have no idea if she's a has a ghost
No, because someone said
writer.
that she doesn't write her own music, so it just when you said that, it made me think, oh, is this true?
I mean, I believe it in Hollywood nowadays.
I mean,
Especially
yeah,
because things kind of sound the same and everything else. But I did hear. I think, yeah, Miss Banks said it. She said she has a ghostwriter.
writer.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
it.
what I heard.
I believe it.
Hmm.
Don't know why, especially because I don't think ghostwriting is a bad thing necessarily. Some people get writer's block every once in a while.
Right,
You
I was
need
like, who
somebody.
doesn't? What artist doesn't write their own music? Like,
Yeah, so it's typical and normal for that type of thing to happen. But I guess when that was brought up one
yeah.
day, yeah, that woman took off
Huh,
and
I was like, but she didn't write
yes.
this.
So I am not gonna question whether that
You know
woman
what? Okay.
ghost writes and everything else because let's just she might watch this interview and be like, they out there trashing my name. No, no, no.
Right.
I'm
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no.
Now, do you what does it take to you to write your own music though? Like,
It
do you
takes
hear the
going
beat?
like life experiences going through certain situations to write it.
Hmm.
Like I write about what I experience.
Right. So when you hear a beat, because I know Lashaya said when she hears a beat, like automatically she knows what to write, and I thought that's sweet because that's a gift to be able to write and listen to like a beat and just have a whole song put together. So is that does that apply to you as well?
Well, it's the other way around. Like usually I'll think of something to write and then look for a beat.
Hmm. So when you write these songs and you hear the beat, like, do you imagine how you're gonna sing it when
Yeah.
you hear the beat?
Sometimes,
Hmm.
yeah.
So what do you look for in a song? Like I know for you being a singer, like when you hear a song, does the voice attract to you or is it just the beat or both?
Both.
Because me, I like the beat. I mean, even if the person that's rapping and singing doesn't sound as great, I just like the beat because I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
No,
So do you have somebody that makes your own beats or do you actually kind of help make your beats?
I actually get them off of YouTube. But then there is someone I know that makes beats and I have gotten beats from him
Mm.
too. So
Okay, so you have somebody that you know, and then YouTube. I didn't know you could actually do music or beats off YouTube. I
yeah,
might actually.
as long as you buy the beat and stuff.
Mhm. Most definitely, though. Um, let's say that years to come that you actually make it really big, like in the hit, like the celebrity industry. Who would you work with singing wise, and why?
That's that's kind of a tough question. I haven't thought of that really.
Hmm. Have you heard like some singers that you're like, oh, I would love working with her. Her voice is beautiful, or his voice is beautiful.
Yeah, there's lots of them.
Mm.
Can you think of one?
Let's just. I can name some for you. What about her? Like when you think
Yes,
of a
okay,
singer,
yes, her.
I guess I was just itching to bring her name up. What about her that you would probably want to work with someday? Because to me personally, her voice is phenomenally beautiful.
It
I
is.
think
I feel like our styles and genres are kind of similar, and so that's why I would work with her.
someone said James Arthur. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh,
Okay, so I agree with her on that one. I agree with her. What about? I can't even think of this woman's name. What about Jasmine Sullivan? Because she
yeah,
has a beautiful voice as well too.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I can see you being like in the R&B soul type of because you have a powerful voice and like I said, hearing your single, I was thinking, wow, as young as she is and she can hold those notes, I can't even barely. I can sing, but I can't sing.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard that? Like, yeah, she could sing because she
Yeah,
sang.
yeah.
Have you ever been told that you can sing, honey? You can't just
Mhm.
sing, you can sing.
Yeah.
Does that take practice, like you being in school and being in choir, or it just,
Well, I feel like it's more so a natural gift for me, and I've also done choir and things like that too.
mm-hmm.
And
How
I was
long?
also, yeah, I was also told I have a choiry voice too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Choir voice, like a soulful voice, like a oh, like I can't even sing right now.
I don't
I
even.
can't. I'm not gonna even bother singing.
Well,
See,
no,
I
they
told you
can
you didn't
tell
have
that
to do
I've
nothing.
done. Well, they can tell I've done choir. Like most people
Mm-hmm.
have choir voices, they still can do choirs, but me, I just record and release.
Mm-hmm. So, how many hours do you record a song? Like, does it take you 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours, like on a day to day basis
I'd
when
say
you
one to
record
2 hours,
1 or
maybe.
2 hours? Do you ever mess up when you're recording? You're just like, ah, shit, like, can I do that over
Yeah,
again?
yeah, of course.
Oh man, like I have recorded songs before, but I haven't put any music out. I personally am not gonna try to put music out right now because I feel
Mhm.
like it's not my time when it comes to this music thing.
Uh,
But when you were listening to your own song, like what were you thinking? Like I know you said you have 6 songs. Did you record more songs for the EP, or did you just record those 6 songs?
I mean, I did record other songs I thought about putting on it, but then when I recorded other tracks, I was like, actually, I want to use put this on there instead.
Mm-hmm. Because I always wanted to ask artists what determines the songs that get put on your EP. Like what determines those? Like why some songs don't make the cut, if that makes sense.
Maybe
I
it's
mean,
because I don't know. Maybe like some of the one of the beats I used for one of my songs I recorded that isn't released is sampled. So that's one of the reasons. And I thought some were better than the others. So up
most
there.
definitely. Most definitely. So what's the future looking like for you?
Um, Bright, I guess.
Well, more like what is your like future endeavors that you plan on doing? Or you just like, hey, I'm just gonna go as I feel.
Basically, yeah. Just
Mm-hmm.
go with the flow.
So, are you looking to get signed one day, or you just would stay independent no matter what?
Independent.
Mm-hmm. Is there a reason why you would stay independent and not do a label?
Well, I heard that when you're signed to a label, you don't own your music, the label owns it.
That's very true. That's true.
Yeah, I want
Once
to
you
own my own
actually are
music.
signed,
Yeah.
I've heard that you do actually, the company does own your music, even if you do with the take off. Yeah. So it's kind of like a lose lose kind of situation. Maybe a lose win. It doesn't. I don't particularly wouldn't get signed myself, but some people prefer to get signed. But yeah, you want to own your music and you want to be able to control your music. If
Yeah.
I'm guessing that, yeah. So are you? I know you're on Spotify. Are you on iTunes as well?
Yes.
Okay. Is there more songs on iTunes? 'Cause I was trying to look you up. I always try to look up the artists I really like and explore more of their music, but I just couldn't. For some reason, Spotify doesn't really work for me. iTunes doesn't really try to cooperate with me at
Yeah, I'm on
all.
Apple Music too.
Apple Music, awesome. Do you have more like songs on Apple Music, or is it just like those other 2 singles that you have on
It's
your
just
Spotify?
it's just those two right now. And then I have some other songs on my SoundCloud that aren't on all platforms. Yeah, I did
Okay.
start off on SoundCloud before, you know.
I think any great artist started
Yeah.
off on, SoundCloud, and they took it further and further and further.
Yeah.
I don't judge SoundCloud, so as long as you took it to a next step, like level, to me personally, but there's nothing wrong with SoundCloud.
No, no.
So starting up with SoundCloud, like, did you like? I don't know how I can ask this question. Like starting up with SoundCloud and releasing music, did you ever just tell people like, "Hey, listen to my SoundCloud," and people were giving you like, "Hey, you should start putting it on higher platforms."
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm. So how do you put your music on iTunes and Apple Music and stuff like that?
Um, I
Especially
do
art.
I do it through United Masters, which is a distributor.
Mm.
Yeah. I know most
I
people use
didn't know
DistroKid,
that.
but I use United Masters.
I never knew that. That's something that I learned that, I might have to do when I release music, though. Like I said, it's not my time to shine. It's not. I love and enjoy radio as much. I told you didn't have to be nervous about this radio interview at
Yeah,
all.
it's not bad actually.
Have you done other radio interviews before?
Well, I know someone who does podcasts on here called Sip and Show where he interviews other artists and and connects with those other artists
Mm,
basically.
most
So yeah, so I do have some interview experience.
Most definitely. It's nothing to be nervous about. I make all my guests laugh or try to make them laugh. I at least try to, though. Could you ever see yourself doing anything else but music, like maybe modeling or
Yes,
acting?
yeah, I did
Really?
get into modeling recently back in April when I did my first photo shoot.
That was
It
amazing.
wasn't
I
just for the
actually,
EP, and I wanted to get into that too.
yeah, like I saw the pictures and I thought they were very amazing. You
Thanks.
actually are meant to be in front of a camera because it was just kind of like authentic to me to see that. So, would you do more of modeling?
Yes, I would.
Hmm. Most definitely, you should do Kevin Klein. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do Kevin Klein. You don't
You
have
say
to do
Kevin
Kevin
Klein?
Klein.
I thought it was Calvin.
Calvin Klein, whatever
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's up to you. I'm never gonna pressure any of the people that I know to do something that they don't want to do. But what about acting?
I mean, I have done acting before, but I haven't done that in forever. But I mean, I would.
You would actually do acting.
Yeah.
So if somebody said, well, "I'm gonna give you a movie role. You gonna do this." So how would you take that?
I mean, it depends on what the movie role is. I mean, I'd probably
That's
go
true
for
to
it.
me. That's true to me. I'm not gonna lie. I would take any opportunity in no matter what.
I mean,
Um,
yeah. Too.
but I mean, if I'm playing a boy in front of camera, I'm probably not gonna.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it. That's personally me. If I have to play, anything that's out of my comfort zone, no.
Right.
So I get that. Would you work? What actor or actresses would you work with? Because I would only work with Denzel
Mm.
Washington.
Oh, Denzel.
Get my Denzel on. Well, I mean, personally, for you, what would you do?
As far as actors, like who to work with,
Hmm.
so maybe Issa Rae. She's hilarious.
I love Issa Rae.
Yes.
So I take it that you actually like Insecure.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of her show. I love her show. I think Issa's what we need when it comes to the Black community and the Black
For
entertainment.
sure.
It's been a while since I've seen a woman that's just so true to herself and just true to anything that
Yeah.
she stands off of. I think she actually got famous off her internet series. I think Awkward Black Girl, and then it turned into Insecure and other stuff. So I like it. Personally, for you, why would you do Issa Rae? Because I mean, to me, I love her. She's authentic as hell.
Yeah, that's the reason why she's very authentic.
Hmm. And she seems down to earth. She seems like one of those people that you can be serious with and then laugh after the scene is
Right.
over. So that is my to go people that I need to interview one day. I hope I get to interview her. I'm not
Right.
sure, but who do you think for your career being the way it is though? Because your presence, the spirit alone is very beautiful, very authentic. You give off very great vibes. So who do you think the most for your career being the way it is? And you're about to have an album coming out, so
Wait, who do I think?
yeah, you could thank multiple people. It could be God, it could be anybody.
Yeah, God, family,
Most definitely. Hey, and yourself.
yeah,
So, do you have any like my last question to you? Every person that does music have a special talent besides what they do. What would be your special talent?
I mean, besides singing and stuff,
Hmm.
visual arts, um,
Visual arts? Like what type of visual arts?
yeah, the painting and drawing that I
Oh,
mentioned
okay.
earlier.
So you could draw a whole picture of me.
Like,
Like, I mean, if I ask, like, hey, can you draw my face? You know? I mean, that's amazing. I can't draw. I could paint halfly, but painting and drawing is awesome. I love this interview, Diamond Girl. You're very, very beautiful. Your spirit is
Thanks.
very beautiful. So I would say let the people know where they can follow you and all your future endeavors that you're about to like intake right now.
Okay, well, my name's Diamond. I also go by Diamond Girl. You can find me here on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I get the Soprano, Facebook, anywhere really.
Most definitely. And let the people know like that EP that's gonna come out the 11th. They better check out for
Yep,
it.
June 11th, 2021, Flower Child EP. Stay tuned at midnight.
Most definitely. I'm so excited to hear it. I can't wait. Like, there's a lot of people that got singles, albums. I'm so excited for you and LaShayla Banks, EP that's dropping. I'm so
Yes,
excited. You girls are amazing and everything else. I thank you for giving me your time.
of
Like I
course.
said, you're amazing, very
Thanks.
amazing. You have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. Continue to shine, Diamond.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
And thanks for having me on here too.
Of course, of course. If you ever want to come back, you better let me know.
Of course, I will.
Most definitely. Have a blessed day.
You too.